Hey everybody, and how are y'all doing on this beautiful Monday? So Monday Matters for October 16th is the beginning matters. And here's why the beginning matters. Because you can't get anywhere if you don't begin. It's pretty simple. Like the beginning matters probably more than anything else about the process that you're proceeding on. The path, whatever the journey, the program, whatever it is that you're doing and changing your life and trying to get to, the beginning matters. And statistically, the beginning matters from like your birth in some aspects. And Malcolm Gladwell wrote a book about this, or included this in one of his books. I believe it was The Tipping Point. I've read several of his books about when you were born and when you fall in place from an athletic standpoint matters based on how you get selected to like all-star teams as a kid. And so the kids that get born, the kids that are born, not get born, the kids that are born earlier in that cycle versus the ones that are right at the cutoff of like, oh, you're going to be too old for the next group, so you're the youngest in this group. Well, they have fewer months under their belt, right? They're just younger. So the beginning matters when it comes to that type of thing. The beginning matters in everything. Because and I was talking to a parent of a high school senior, and he said, my high school senior, he's got a senior and he's got two freshmen. And he said after they went through with the senior, he realized how important the freshman year is for grades and how unimportant the senior year is for grades. If you don't get your grades right your freshman year, you're always trying to play catch up. But if you get them right your freshman year, your sophomore year, your junior year, your senior year, they don't really care what your grades are because you've already proven where you are. So the beginning matters when it comes to high school. The beginning matters when it comes to going out for a run. And I go out for a run almost every day. I mean, I think I've missed 5 days this year that I haven't run. And the beginning matters, and I'll tell you why. Because the first couple of steps of that run, no matter if it's a 2-mile run or a 12-mile run, the first couple of steps set the mood and the tone for, am I really into this today? So the beginning matters, because if you start off in a bad mood and you start off going, I really don't want to do this today, this is going to be horrible, this isn't going to be fun, and I just can't get my legs to move, and they're so heavy, and all these negative thoughts, and if you start thinking all these things, guess what? That run's going to be tough. Mentally, maybe not physically, but mentally, it's going to be tough to get over that hill. So the beginning matters so much in everything that we do. Right? They tell you in an interview, the first 15 seconds are the most important part of the interview. How you shake hands, most important part of the interview. The first 15 seconds. It could be an hour. It could be an hour and a half. It could be 3-hour long interview. The first 15 seconds. That's minuscule. But guess what that is? That's the beginning. The beginning matters. So as you go towards anything, you start your day, the beginning matters. If you wake up fresh, if you wake up excited, if you wake up on the first alarm, right, and you don't hit snooze, and you wake up thinking, hey, let's get today going, versus if you wake up on the fourth snooze thinking, I just want to stay in bed, oh, I didn't get enough sleep, oh, I'm dreading this thing that's got to happen today, or that thing, or like, oh my gosh, I overslept and I don't have enough time for a shower, and I don't have enough time for breakfast, and I don't have, like, those are two completely different ways to start the day. One of them is going to be very successful. right? In the beginning matters. So think about that as you're going through the different processes that you have to go through to get to where you want to be. And the nice thing about it is that we live in today, right now, at this moment. We can influence the future. We cannot change the past. We can change our reaction to the past. We can change how the past affects us by how we view the past. But right now, we're beginning anew every second. Every choice that we make right now is beginning anew. And so no matter where you are on your process or on your path to whatever you want to achieve, you're always beginning. And that's why the beginning matters. Because if you approach it as today is the beginning, I'm beginning today. I can't change what I did. I've got thousands of miles that I've run in my life that has gotten me to the point where I am today, to the fitness level where I am today, to the ability that I am today, all of that. That's great. But if I don't keep going, it's not going to get me anywhere. Right? And so it's about beginning. And so tomorrow, when I go out for my run tomorrow morning, I'm beginning anew. I'm beginning a new run. I'm beginning that part of the process. The beginning matters far more than the process. The beginning matters far more than what the goal is at the end. So you have to begin. A, you have to begin. B, you have to begin in the right way. The right way can be different depending on what the process is, depending on what you're trying to do. The beginning can be different, but the attitude, the mood, like your focus level, all of those things have to be in the right direction if you're going to begin and have an easier set of steps to get to where you want to be. I'm not going to say it's an easy set of steps, because nothing in life is easy if you want it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. It's going to have challenges, all those things. But the easier way to get there is starting off the beginning in the right way. So the beginning matters. It's huge. Start off the right way, whether it's starting your day, starting a process, starting a project, starting whatever it is, starting a conversation, starting an interview, whatever it is, starting a meal, right? I like to pray before my meals. Okay? Some people don't. Some people just like to sit in quiet before their meals. You're in the beginning of feeding yourself, right? You're beginning the process, truly you're beginning the process of digestion to fuel your body. And getting there in the right mindset helps you digest better, helps you stay aware of how much you're eating, so that you don't overeat, so that you eat the right things. All those things, it all comes back to the beginning. Where are you at the beginning of whatever you're doing? That is what's important. And that is what is Monday Matters for October 16th, 2023.